Uh, Thank you, Akash. Thank you for. Could you also enable the screen sharing, please? Okay, there seems to be some technical glitch. I will just attend to it. Well, I can hope. I hope you all can see my screen now. Akash, could you please confirm? And thank you. Thank you for this effort.
The screen is visible.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Jigni. So yeah, on today's agenda is first we will go from studying about the history of wearable devices. Right, then we will be jumping to the currently available wearable devices and their technologies. Then I will give you a peek about the market sizing and segmentation of our market research report. Uh, After that, yeah, of course, we'll go through technology timeline, how the technology has developed, and how the future prospects look like in case of the applications as well as the technology of wearable medical devices. Then we'll have a sneak peek about the regulations about the major parts of global market. Then the interesting part begins actually. These buyer personas, we have put in a lot of efforts to make buyer personas in each region, so the manufacturers can get insights on which particular part they should focus on while developing their product. After that, the pricing analysis. This will also be on the regional basis. We have analyzed the pricing strategies for each region regarding medical wearable medical devices, and of course, the report highlights. The report highlight section will give you a brief about our market research report and its sections. Without further ado, I will just rush you through the history of wearable medical devices. Now, this is when I say medical devices, there is a lot of gray area between the devices that are being used only for healthcare purposes, and then there are devices which only measure vitals, and those are used more informally as compared to the uh, not necessarily in diagnostic or therapeutic purposes. So the first incidence or first uh, occurrence of medical device wearable device was in 1961, when two people, Edward Thorpe and Claude Shannon, in United States, they uh, they were experimental about wearable devices, and they uh, designed a wearable computer to just predict roulette wheels. And I mean, it was obvious that this was banned from the existence immediately. Jumping to 1990s to 2000 decade. So yeah, there came healthcare monitoring tools. So this introduction of heart rate monitors and the first commercial pedometers in 1990s brought wearable technology into health sphere. Now, devices like the body media armband, launched in the late 1990s, tracked physical activity, and these were among the first to target lifestyle related health issues. Now, I have to highlight on this that these devices were really huge and hard to carry. So, uh, a lot of pain points that these devices addressed in 1990s was just to solve the lack of personal health tracking and provided users with data to manage their physical health, also combat sedentary lifestyle and prevent conditions like obesity and heart diseases. Then came the smart watches in 2000. So this era began with smartphones, wearable technology that expanded dramatically. Devices like Fitbit, which was launched in 2009, and later the Apple Watch, which was released in 2015. These incorporated advanced sensors to monitor health metrics such as heart rate, sleep quality, and even blood oxygen levels. Uh, Now, the scenario, the demand, or the pain points these devices addressed changed significantly. Uh, this particular decade saw the pain points addressed, which were uh, the problem of siloed health data by integrating health monitoring with daily tech use, making it easier to use for users to access and utilize their health data proactively. Now, they also address the need for continuous health monitoring, which could lead to early detection of potential heart issues. Then come 2010 and present. Now, the well, recently approved medical devices or the marketed medical devices, these are more FDA approved. These are more medical grade. They need stringent regulatory policies in each region. So, recent advancements have led to the development of more sophisticated wearable medical devices such as ECG monitors on the Apple Watch and the glucose monitoring systems. Now, when I say glucose monitoring systems, these are like continuous glucose monitoring, such as Dexcom G6. Although we have not included that in our report scope, we will, of course, discuss the report scope in detail in the further slides. But the Dexcom is one of the prime example of most advanced wearable device. Now, again, the pain points these devices are currently addressing, these are critical need of more real-time, accurate health monitoring for chronic conditions such as, of course, diabetes, blood pressure, and any other cardiovascular disease. Now, they allow immediate medical responses. Now, they can be attached or they can be integrated with AI and telemedicine to immediately fetch response of medical professionals whenever the patient is in need. Now, if we look at the comparative analysis across eras, I can see at three major pointers from general wellness to specific medical needs. Now, initial devices were more used for general wellness, just to count steps, just to measure blood pressure. I'm sorry, the pulse rate. But the advanced devices, they are more of uh, addressing more specific medical needs. Uh, the journey has also can be highlighted as consumer adoption to medical integration. Now, initially, only the customers who are tech savvy or fitness enthusiasts, they would only want these kind of wearable medical devices. But now, everyone is purchasing these devices for medical purposes and health, monitoring their health conditions. Of course, by technology, this a huge change has been seen into wearable medical devices, such as initially the traditional devices would be more reactive, but the latest and advanced medical devices, those are more proactive. So I'm moving to the next slide. So these are some of the currently available and trending medical devices, wearable medical devices, and fitness trackers. Uh, so yeah, in smart watches, we have Apple Watch, Fitbit devices, Samsung Galaxy watches. Apple Watch is more known for its heart rate monitoring, ECG app, and fall detection, especially ECG and fall detection. So these can be used by elderly population, which is the population is increasing in US and North America. So these factors or these characters of Apple Watch is making it more useful for both everyday fitness tracking and advanced health monitoring. It also helps in early detection of arrhythmias and other cardiac conditions. For Fitbit devices, of course, ranging from Fitbit Charge to Fitbit Versa, these devices track physical activity, heart rate, sleep, and even women's health metrics like menstrual cycle. Of course, there are other apps, but Fitbit has gone one step ahead just to include women's health metrics into their devices. The Samsung Galaxy Watch, this offers comprehensive health monitoring, including heart rate, sleep, stress management, and this along with advanced features like ECG and blood pressure monitoring. If we look at all three of these, all of these have their own pros. Their primary functions, was to track and monitor basic body vitals. The next type of devices are specialized wearables. We have Motive Ring, Cardia Mobile by Alif Core, and Aura Ring. So Motive Ring was basically worn on the finger that monitors activity. So uh, instead of wearing on wrist, this is just a ring which is quite discreet and aesthetic. The Cardia Mobile is a portable ECG device. Now we we know ECG devices to be more bulky, and we have to go to clinics and diagnostic centers to get ECG done. But this Cardia Mobile does on your it detects atrial fibrillation, bradycardia, and tachycardia, and similar conditions on the go. The Aura Ring focuses on sleep tracking and overall health monitoring through various metrics such as heart rate, variability, and body temperature, particularly popular for its comfort and unobtrusiveness. Now, there are a few wearable devices who would literally count how many times you snored while you're sleeping. The other type, innovative medical devices, again, these are specifically used in healthcare settings or for healthcare reasons. These can also be claimed, or their readings can also be claimed in insurance and other similar.
How are you? Saga करते हाँ क्या वो वेबसाइट पे तो मतलब वगैरह सर्च कर लो हाँ तो ऑलरेडी किया है हाँ तो प्लानिंग टू put one part like by second or so बाकी दो बार अनाउंस कर लो ओके ओके और बाकी जो आपने वो जो ये वीडियो
Akash,
दी आपको
Akash,
हाँ क्या उसका हो गया
could you
वीडियो
silence?
वगैरह दिया कॉलेजेस में तो अभी नोट आती है you have anyone who is working. Yeah, let me
Ash,
know.
could you mute your mic, please?
I'll reach by now. Maybe 15 minutes can plan for challenging the challenge. Yes, yes. Definitely. Sure. Good for you. Yeah, good.
So yeah, moving on, the innovative medical devices, as I was saying, these are more used in for healthcare purposes. And this reading can be used in insurance and other settings. So yeah, again, the smart clothing, these are integrated with sensors to monitor vital signs and other health metrics. Smart clothing is currently paving the way for a new era in continuous unobtrusive health monitoring. We have covered this in our market research report. Smart contact lenses, of course, the Google is spending heavily in developing smart contact lenses after their other wearable mm, products. Now, these are being developed for multiple purposes. These include enhancing vision, of course, monitoring glucose levels, and even delivering medications. So these can directly benefit individuals with specific eye related health needs. So as we know that diabetic patients are more prone to different eye conditions, and these smart contact lenses would have high potential. And looking at the patient population of diabetes and more of incidence rate, I think this smart contact lens with medicated smart contact lens has a huge market growth potential. Looking at the wearable ECG monitors, of course, we have other wearable devices such as Apple Watch and Fitbit. These wearable ECG monitors developed by companies like Philips. They only monitor heart rate, but also they do not just monitor heart rate, but they also measure other vital signs such as uh, blood pressure and pulse rate. These provide a comprehensive view of a patient health in real time. So other niche devices such as wearable blood pressure monitors and smart wound care. Now, smart wound care is still in pipeline, and there's a lot to explore in that particular arena about the applications of smart wound care and wearable devices. So this technology integrates into bandages to help manage wound healing through sensors that can detect infection and optimize treatment plans. Uh, so these devices collectively demonstrate the rapid advancements and diversifications in wearable technology. These emphasize not just general wellness, but also specific medical interventions and continuous health monitoring. Their integration into everyday life and medical practice offers profound benefits, including improved patient management, engagement, enhanced monitoring of chronic conditions, and potentially better health outcomes through preventive care strategy. We know that how early diagnosis is important for the better treatment, and these devices have huge potential in minimizing the death rate due to various illnesses such as cardiac and cancers. Now, giving you a peek about market sizing and segmentation, I will first walk you through the segmentation of our report on wearable technologies. Now, again, the scope does not limit itself for the devices that are used for medical purposes only. This also includes devices that are used by tech savvy people just to monitor their performance and athletes. So by product we have these five segmentations: wristwear, headwear, footwear, fashion and jewelry, and bodywear. Of course, wristwear captured the largest market share in 23 with a share size of 52% of the market. We have also segmentation based on type. Now, these are smart textile and non-textile. Non-textile part currently captures the largest market share. By application, we have consumer electronics, healthcare, enterprise, and industry. For consumer, of course, there are a lot of OTC devices, and anyone can order mm, wearable wristwatch, smartwatch from anywhere. So that's why this particular segment is uh, currently capturing the largest market share. In 23, it captured around 50% of the market, and it is anticipated to remain largest throughout the forecast period of 24 to 2032. These are some of the country sizes that we are showing it to you. The actual market report covers around 35 to 40 different countries. So in North America region, we have US, Canada, US of course capturing the largest market, and it is again expected to continue its dominance. Uh, in Europe, we have Germany and France capturing the largest market share. In Asia Pacific, China is currently leading, and there is a huge tussle between China and India in terms of production of these devices. Uh, India, with currently with the new companies setting up in semiconductor field, it is giving a huge competition in terms of production of these devices to China. But in terms of usage, China is still leading. For Africa and Middle East, we have South Africa leading in 2023, and in the remaining Latin America, Brazil led in 23 with the largest market share, and it is anticipated to dominate throughout the forecast period. Moving ahead, we have only seen the timeline of devices, but I want to introduce you to the technology timeline or the advancement of technology through 2000 to 2020. So in early 2000s, this can be marked as initial integration of sensors. The wearable technology began to integrate basic sensors uh, that tracked simple metrics like steps and heart rate. Now, these early devices laid the groundwork for more complex health monitoring. In by the time of late 2000s, it can be marked as emergence of smartwatches. Uh, this introduction of smartwatches marked a significant advancement, offering not only fitness tracking but also notifications and basic health monitoring capabilities. Moving towards early 2010, AI and IoT began to merge. Now, devices started to incorporate more sophisticated AI algorithms, enabling the analysis of collected health data more effectively. This period also saw the initial merging with IoT and wearables. This enhanced device connectivity and data sharing capabilities. Some of the examples can be Apple Watch with ECG capabilities and atrial fibrillation detection. Until mid to late 2010, the advanced health monitoring began. Devices such as Apple Watch introduced capability to perform ECGs and detect atrial fibrillation. AI algorithms improved to offer personalized health insights and predictions based on user data. And in 2020 and after 2020, we have proliferation of specialized wearing devices. Now the market saw an increase in the specialized devices such as smart rings, health focused wearables that monitor everything from blood glucose levels to neurological activities. When I say blood glucose levels, this is not just limited to diabetic patients. This is also used by athletes to measure their sugar level and increase their performance and diet to optimize their mm, output. The AI's role expanded into predictive healthcare, providing early warnings and personalized health management strategies. If I have to talk about the very recent advance, the current developments are, they are just focusing on enhancing the accuracy, efficiency, and security of healthcare wearables. AI now aids in early disease detection, chronic disease management, and even emergency health situations. IoT integration has reached a point where devices can operate in sophisticated medical ecosystems, offering real time health monitoring and data driven insights. Now, if we have to segment the currently available wearable devices, the three major applications areas: performance monitoring, injury prevention, hydration, and nutrition monitoring. Now, for performance monitoring, we have GPS trackers, heart rate monitors, accelerometers. These can be used by athletes and sportsmen. Injury prevention, again, the devices used are smart clothing, biomechanical sensors. These provide real-time feedback on joint movement and muscles activity, helping prevent injuries and monitor recover progress. Again, these are highly being used by athletes, and there are multiple companies offering not just the devices but the AI and data analysis behind the movement, the movement of athletes, and how to optimize it. Some of the examples are Catapult Sports. This is a GPS tracker and biomechanical sensor. For hydration and nutrition, we have sweat analysis device as well as glucose monitors. Again, these are highly being used by athletes and sportsmen. The examples are Kinexzone GmbH. This provides real-time sport performance tracking system. Now, if we, having looked at the history and currently available medical devices, uh, I have picked only two major applications of uh, wearable technology. Now, these are sports and military. For sports, we have advanced biomechanical analysis, performance tracking, integration with virtual reality, environmental adaptation, team and player synergy analysis. Uh, the advanced biomechanical analysis, as we uh, just saw, it senses biomechanical responses from the body, and this can be used in to provide detailed data on muscle forces, joint stress, and movement patterns, so athletes can optimize their movements. For cognitive and mental performance, these are majorly in sports like archery and shooting. So these EEG and neuromonitoring technology they can track brain activity, the stress, the mental fatigue, and they can enhance or optimize the athlete's performance just by tracking this data. The virtual reality, yeah, this is not just limited to the games. This creates immersive training environment that stimulates real world competition scenarios, improving preparedness and focus. So the athletes or the player can go through various different scenarios even before jumping into the ground. For military purposes, yeah, this is a huge, this particular application has huge potential. Now, the advanced communication system, without having to say anything, without any radio devices, these devices can enable communication systems that are integrated with advanced technology. Touchless sensing and control. Uh, Yeah, these use neural command interfaces, which enhances operational security and efficiency, which allows soldiers to interact with equipment through gestures and neural commands. Smart textiles, yeah, we have exoskeletons. These increase soldier endurance. So what smart textiles do is They adapt to the environmental conditions. So when it's too cold out there, they they adapt themselves to keep the person warm. When it's too hot, then they change their properties. The exoskeletons also support heavy loads and provide health monitoring. Uh, the wearable devices can also be used in environmental monitoring. Now, these have environmental sensors such as that track temperature, humidity, radiation. So these can be used to increase or enhance soldiers' survivability. So again, these were the two major applications. Our report covers all of these applications, and there's uh, insights on the advancement in technology. So looking at the future trends, so we have AI and ML that are increasingly being incorporated into wearable devices to enhance health monitoring and management. Now, this includes advanced diagnostics, predictive analytics for chronic disease management, and personalized health recommendations. Now, these technologies allow for real time, precise health monitoring and interventions. This significantly improves patient outcomes. Expansion of telehealth capabilities. Wearable devices are becoming integral to the expansion of telehealth, providing continuous patient monitoring and data collection. This facilitates remote diagnosis and management, now enhancing the accessibility and efficiency of healthcare services. Advanced sensor technology. Now, this can be highlighted by sophisticated biosensors that are ongoing, enabling the tracking of a broader range of physiological parameters. Enhanced connectivity with 5G and IoT. Yeah, this can be a thing of the past, but this is still making a lot of noise in wearable devices. I think we are running out of time, so I will just rush you through. Uh, I'll just show you the buyer personas that we have designed. Now, me and my team, they interviewed a lot of people from various regions, and based on the average answers, we have prepared buyer personas. So, just to highlight these, in North America, the buyer is more tech savvy, more privacy focused, and they are willing to invest. Right? You can launch a lot of expensive things in here, and they are ready to buy them. In Europe, the customer is more of a privacy and compliance oriented. We are They are quality. They want quality or quantity, and they are also health centric. In Asia Pacific, we have the most important thing to highlight is sensitivity to price. They are more price sensitive. They are innovation enthusiasts. They can replace their old product easily, and they are also health aware. In Middle East, people look for cultural sensitivity for these devices, affordability, and varied economic conditions. In LATAM, yeah, we have. I mean, there are different opinions in different communities in Latin America. Uh, the cost-effective solutions are necessary, and the growing health awareness, of course. So our report does contain a detailed pricing analysis that can be implemented in each region. Uh, just to save the time, I will jump to the section. I will walk you through the sections of reports. Now, uh, our our market research report is not just any other report which is focused on market estimates and forecast. It will have, along with market dynamics, segmentation analysis, and market estimates, we will have different sections on pricing analysis. The competitive landscape will provide details on company profiles, market share analysis in each region, strategic initiatives, technological advancement. What I just saw you was just a gist of that. We have included a lot of detailed, deep dive technological advancements in our report. Regulatory landscape, of course, it will be detailed, not just what I showed you in this presentation. Now, the USP of our research report is consumer insights and preferences. Now, we have talked to a lot of consumers, actual users. We have understood their pain points and their expectations, and we have included all that into our research report. The sustainability and environmental impact. ECG is currently trending a lot, and of course, we have our in-house ESG analyst who is currently working on sustainability and environmental impact of each market report, each title, and medical device. So, in conclusion, wearable devices have evolved from basic fitness trackers to advanced health monitoring systems. They are not just limited to calculating or measuring body vitals. They are using their application is expanding in athletics and military and environmental data capturing all of these things. The future of wearables, this is this looks promising with advancements in smart textiles, exoskeletons, and touchless sensing sets. Uh, well, we are bound by time, and there was a lot, but I conclude my presentation here. This webinar concludes here. I again thank you all of you for attending, taking out time, and I have one offer for you. If you can pre-book this study